Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Palabreando, coming from you live, at least from my seat, at the BMHC, Bronx Music Heritage Center. We welcome you all this evening, and we are looking forward to a wonderful show. Before we get started, I would like to take an opportunity to thank all of our funders. We are pleased to receive funding from the National Endowment of the Arts, the New York State Council on the Arts, the governor and the New York State Legislature, the New York Department of Cultural Affairs, the City Council, the Lily Auchincloss Foundation, the Howard Gilman Foundation, and the Laura N. Tisch Illumination Fund. I am going to introduce now our hosts for the evening, Bocafloja and Lyrical Bliss.
Hello, welcome everyone. Welcome.
Saludos, welcome everybody to Palabreando, another edition. Bienvenidos. I'm really excited for tonight's event. How you feeling, Bliss? How are you?
I feel good. I'm good. I'm excited. This is gonna be our last one of the year, last Palabreando year, and the last one on Zoom. So that's pretty crazy. We made it through.
Yeah.
We're still in a pandemic, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. We made it to this point, you know?
Yeah, we're going back to connect with the people directly next January, right?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm really excited, looking forward to it. And I'm excited for tonight as well. We have a really nice lineup as usual. So why don't you tell us about the very special guest that we have tonight?
So our special guest tonight will be Goddess Tymani Rain. Goddess Tymani Rain. And she is a dope spoken word artist. So I'm super excited to have her on this platform. This is not her first time, but it's the first time featuring quick rules, well, not like, guidelines. Just please keep your mic muted. If you are not performing, please keep it muted, as well as it is one piece per poet, and just be respectful, no disrespect on this platform. And yeah, I'm excited to hear everyone's work and just do what we do. So want to know if you wanted to start off the night, Bocafloja.
Well, okay, sure. Okay, I can start with one piece. All right, so this one is gonna be in Spanish. Since this is a multilingual project, this is a good reminder for everybody that wants to participate tonight. Siéntense libres de expresarlo en el lenguaje, la lengua, el idioma que les parezca más confortable. Dice: y es que él fue producido a escala y nacido para servir, cargando a diario el peso de existir sin existir, con venda en los ojos y manos, en este juego limitado de príncipes y villanos, caminando en línea recta sin voltear. Sabíamos el final desde antes de empezar. Años de sumisión que parecen ser coloquiales, con seres que por exceso de normales parecen androides con 1000 efectos especiales, con vidas que se compran en catálogo. Su pretensión sofisticada vuelve primitivo el diálogo. Solo las lágrimas sensibilizan con verdades que refutan. Las máquinas, las únicas que la vida disfrutan. Tiene sentido el ir o quizá el venir si todo es el pasado y el futuro es consecuencia de un presente retardado. Ciudades llenas de hormigas idénticas y un narrador que cuenta historias casi auténticas. No queda más que negar sobre el proceso de hablar, sobre el bosquejo de un hombre que no se quiso adaptar. Diversidad de caminos dispuestos al azar. Solo somos peregrinos que miran a ultramar. Si se siente atracción es porque hay un camino y es porque hay un vacío. Métodos de evasión quitan sabor al desafío. Peregrinos. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first participant, right, Bliss? Who do we have first?
Yes, so first we have Ed Poetastic. Are
You
you
made me feel
here?
fantastic.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
On strong and hopefully long.
I love it. How you
Oh,
doing? What you got
I'm
for us
doing
today?
pretty good. I can't wait for Thursday. Some turkey action.
Oh, yes.
So, thank you very much. My name is Ed Potastic, hope everyone feeling fantastic. Please give me the time so you could join my rhyme for all who feel sublime. Okay, this is my poetic chime. This is called What They Say About You. They say about me, I really don't care. Names are only labels. They're not here or there. Labels don't instantly disable, the wall in dark despair. You know what some say about MLK and Gandhi? It really wasn't pleasant or nice. They helped on a deep, passionate degree, even for a painful price. You need to understand, words are only words. They can be either iron or sand. Don't be too disturbed. They can't command or demand. When someone said anything bad about you, pay them no thought or mind. They don't know what you do. Leave their dark clouds behind. Get lost in your ventures in your view. Do not mind them. Be aligned while they stay blind. They don't control your fate. Can't push your buttons or pull your strings. Let them bask in their self-hate. Pursue your unique golden wings. We can all relate. Your life is whatever you create. Thank you.
Yes, poet. I love that. I love the positivity. Thank you so much.
Thank you for inviting me.
Is there anywhere people can follow you at?
Sure, no problem. If you want to follow me out, you can just DM me in the chat. But I'm kidding. You can follow me at Eddie Foreman on Facebook, and you can follow me at Ed Foreman 92 on IG. And remember, if the mic is right, I'll be there to shine my poetic insight. If you send me a request, if you can take a guess, the answer is I'll click on your request.
Love it. Thank you so much, Ed.
Thank you, and keep doing what you do. And remember, each of us love you.
Much love, much love. Oh, this guy. All right. Thank you so much. We have our next poets coming up. Let's see, who do we have? Yes, next artist will be Fearless Poets.
Hi, how you doing? Good to see you
Hi,
again.
Queen. Good to see you
How's it
too.
going? You can hear me clear?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. So a different one. Oh, we got different kinds, right?
Yes, I love it.
I want to set this up. I'm just gonna speak this one, okay? Hope you can hear me.
Mhm.
Hi. The glass shattered, and in the moment, no tears fell down. My tears ran deep within my soul. My blood ran cold and my nerves froze. I pondered nothing. I feared nothing. In a moment, nothing mattered. All my pride erased. Vanity gone. Self-confidence stripped. Me, my nothing. I was not ashamed or had any regrets. I knew nothing. In that moment, I started taking pictures, wide frames, 4x5s, 8x10s, and some 5x8s. Hearing loss, sight at a glance, spoke none, talk less. My breath wasn't voluntary. I opened none, shut none. In a moment, I became nothing. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Come through as always. That was beautiful.
Thank you,
Fearless
Queen. I
poet.
appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Thank you for coming to Palabreando. That was really dope.
Thank you so much. Appreciate both of y'all. And
Where we
everyone.
can follow you at.
Oh, at Fearless Poet 3X.
Yeah, let's call it 3X. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Queen.
And get
Thank
home
you for
safe,
having me.
okay?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Okay. Coming up next, we have Daniel Villegas. How are you, Daniel? Welcome again to Palabreando. How's it going?
Buenas amigos, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué todo va bien?
Hola.
Hola, buenas. Always glad to be part of this. It's like it hits me deep inside. I'm so glad to be part of this and this community that's growing. I think when people get a chance to express themselves and share, the world could only become more positive, you know? So I'm gonna do this poem. This is called Lunchroom. It's about, you know, being young and being in those days of high school. You know, for me, I used to beatbox and bang beats on lunchroom tables. So it's dedicated to our childhood. It goes like this. Who do I talk to when I'm down? When I'm facing the world, but it's upside down. And every decision you make has a consequence. I can barely breathe now, losing oxygen from overthinking any thought when they pile it in. I can stop my life now, should I drown it in? From all the tears that I've seen drop. Is it hip hop? When the beat is not the beat that can lift up. When you're down and the arrow was found, pointing at a crossroad when the margin amounts, banging beats on lunchroom tables, secret agent to this music like I'm back in the day room, hoping I could change, man, and the changes I'm able to see a brighter picture when the picture gets labeled. Or casually, my anatomy is a Lego, so let go of my ego when my ego's a bagel. And oh, in the middle, you can see how the day goes and wish it upon a star when the wishing can save you, but if it can't, they wonder why a woman can give birth to a child with seeming so ignorant. I'm seeing my inner realm, so I gotta change quickly. Peace to the gods.
You make me feel fantastic. Sorry about that. I'm back. All right.
Can you please mute
Happiness
yourself?
happens when
Excuse me.
you unwind and transcend without end.
Excuse me, Ed. Can you please mute yourself? We have another poet performing. Thank you.
That's all right. I just keep going. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but those days are gone. I wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but those days are gone. I wish I was a kid again. I'm trying to pick up something that's not really there. Half of the time I feel like I'm boxing the air, boxing the care, but it's rare when you're cracking a flare on the side of the road thinking that no one is there, but a dare to live life, living a care. Watched up from the tide of the sun when it flares, but I'm a new man, new perspective and new plans. Death is not an option, gotta live like I'm on land. To broadband my jam with peanut butter and jam, with toe jam and Earl, a tin can to hurl when feeling so sick and not up to the task. Emotion is emotion, it don't matter your past. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but those days are gone, I wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but those days are gone, I wish I was a kid again. Y ahora aquí en Palabreando, checking from the Bronx all the way to Warwick, we just freestyle our minds to keep ourselves free. I can see that in between that, which we open to see our hearts move como se siente. A little bit of this lyrical bliss so you know exactly where we're from, with Bocafloja saying what you know we never done. I gotta say flowing, porque así es como siento from inside, let the beatbox moving like para que sepa que tu amor y tu expresión es real. Peace.
Come on, and with the freestyle at the end, okay.
I had to. It's the last one of the year, right? On Zoom, right?
Yes,
you gotta go hard.
That.
So I look forward to being able to check you guys out though in person. I'm like a little bit away. I'm about an hour 20 minutes, but you know, we see what we do. So thank you. Muchas gracias.
Of course. Thank you so much. Oh, any socials? Anyone we could?
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Instagram, Daniel Villegas Music. I put it in the chat. You guys could definitely follow me and you know, we keep working and building each other up. Thank you. Gracias.
Of course. That was dope. I gotta learn how to rap in Spanish because you make it look so easy. All right. So our next artist of the night, Miss Taylor Corinne, are you here and present, my darling?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. Wait, can you say?
Hey, welcome
Hey.
back.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me.
Okay, braids. Okay.
Thank you. I love your up to. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna do something I wrote a few months ago. I write a lot of body positivity pieces, and I'm just trying to embrace and accept the body that I have, and as well as like love it. And I feel that everyone should do that. So this piece is called, oh, sorry, gotta get my glasses. This piece is called Nothing's Changed. Nothing's changed. I have the same roles that you made fun of in high school, the same cellulite, the same stretch marks, that same belly that you mocked. And fast forward to the present, I see you in my inbox, giving me the compliments that your tongue was unfamiliar with. What's changed? Was it the trend of loving big women? Is the coast now clear for you to love me? No, thank you. You showed your true colors. The love for myself was enough to get me through your hate. Maybe that's what's changed. Me not feeling the shame, but embracing my body. Rebelling against the norm that was so longed for, but now you regret. Too little, too late, because I was too big for your taste. You showed your stripes, tiger. Now you can see mine. I no longer have anything to hide. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. I love that. I love just, I wish I could write so much like you. Like you just always make something new and fresh. I love it.
Oh, thanks. You guys can follow me at Tay Speaks on Instagram or Tay Loco Coco. I'll put it in the chat because it's kind of hard to.
Kind of loco.
Yeah. It's kind of... Thanks again for having me.
Of course. Thank you so much. Yes.
Coming up next, we have Peace Crew.
Hey, yo.
How are you, fam? Welcome to Palabreando once again. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Welcome.
Hey, no problem. Okay, so this is what I wrote right here. You know what I mean? It's gonna be militant. You know, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Especially around my surroundings. So here it is. Okay. Well, I spit knowledge to the youth. They don't want to hear the truth. But when shit hits the fan, they cry for their mans. Say, bail me out, bail me out. I need my mommy, get me out. And I'm like, now you know what I'm talking about. That type of lifestyle is nothing to brag about. So get the fuck out of here. Such as I told Shorty a situation, and she surprised that I am right. And then she want to pick a fight, expecting a dude like me don't have brains. That's insane. Us black and brown people of the universe are not deaf, blind, mutes. If we were, we're still smaller than all of you. So get the fuck out of here. Thinking that we are the enemy, always bringing hostile energy. Just like what I see exotic beauties with dorky white. Think white is always right, and that ain't right. Everyone is an individual, poor or rich. So if you think your skin color will bring out somebody's personality, you are a dumb bitch. So get the fuck out of here. What's really annoying is we're a couple talking about having a baby, but they don't got their shit together. So let's merge first, and then create a baby. Instead, they want to shack out and bring a child into the world without a healthy family, meaning mother, father, sister, and brother. Instead, it's sister or brother with no mother. And their father want to be a player instead of being a man. Their moms are mentally fucked up, relying on this bum instead of appreciating a good man. What? What? Get the fuck out of here. So when you think that all white people are happy, However, most of their lives are really crappy, such as taking someone's ideas and claiming as their own, while us, there will be the land of their own. We build all the cities and towns, and they say we cannot live there. Even we still enter, they decide to build bridges to isolate us from there. Wake up! You can't get rid of us all. We'll be here forever, even though you try to build a wall. So get the fuck out of here. So every time I'm watching the news on my device is depressing. Now about crime is distressing. Mostly blame the black and browns, figure that we're not superior, the low to the low, always the most hated, but don't worry, we still shine and glow. So that we bring coolness into the world. Everything we think I'll be great becomes superior to the world. So get the fuck out of here. And if you want to govern the people, you gotta be there for the people. You just can't dictate, and think for yourself. It's saying like, fuck the people. See, going for the money, you can't keep it to yourself. It's gotta be shared. You need the people to spend it, the money. So ending up the bills and welfare. The happiness is not the money, it's the good you do for the well-being. So let's treat each other all like human beings. Just like squash the reboot Jim Crow voting laws and the abortion laws. The 21st century don't need to be repeating those of the 19th century and 20th century flaws. So get the fuck out of here.
Thank you,
Good.
poet. Yes.
You're the bone.
Rue, appreciate you always coming out.
Yeah,
Everyone, where they can follow you at?
You can follow me at Peace One Crew at Instagram, and you can follow me on my Salon Facebook page that says Salon, and also I'm gonna send you out my cards from a link, in the chat. So yeah, so peace and blessings.
Peace. Thank you so much.
Oh.
All right. So for
Please,
our
you want to do a piece?
Oh yes, I can do that.
Right.
All right. Okay. I'm so caught up with what happened in my past that I can't see straight. Looking at the clock as time flies and as my hope fades, I wake up thinking another crappy day when I should be waking up with the motivation of making this day go my way. And if I'm breathing, it's not too late. You see, letting life shake me shouldn't be a permanent option. My background can never be too brutal enough to abstain from surviving this life, and my present will not remain the same. With my head held up high and my mind ready to fight, ready to not give up on God's word, but let her fulfill my soul when despite what my flesh feels is right. And when I'm alone, crying with the screech of desperation, let me never forget that I live to see another day, and that the next day is another day to help me take my pain away. Let me remember to always fight and succeed and let my faith be regained, because there's been too many lives gone who couldn't handle it. The it that tortures us every day, the it that sits in the back of our minds, tells us we're failures, reminds us what society portrays. The it that says, I'm not gonna make it out alive, so why keep living? Because there's so much more. And I'm trying to silence this it and clear the path. The one that's bombarded with obstacles and doubt, and the same one that has a rainbow at the end of its route. As I walk through, let me never forget the pot of gold. Not materialistic gold, but the one that would enrich my soul to make me whole. Thank you. Thank you. That's a piece I enjoy doing. It's an oldie but a goodie.
Thank you, Bliss.
Of course. Thank you, guys. So who do we have next? Let's see who we have on the list. Okay, up next we have Kat. Is you here, Kat?
Hi. I'm sorry my light is so bright.
Okay, how you doing? Welcome back.
Good.
We missed you here.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad I was able to make it to the last virtual Palabreando.
Yes.
I'm excited for next year whenever it's going to be in person.
Same. I feel like it's been so long. It's gonna feel like, oh my gosh.
Okay, let me just pull up my poem. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. This poem is entitled Manifestation. 70 degrees in November, mocked bitterness to come. Maybe it'll be a fall summer until the real swelter. I couldn't tell you. What was my body's reason to respond to the morning call? Where did my strong sense of purpose go? Gone like a coward called to the lion. The winds at night numb the monotony of day. I wander in the tediousness of my new daily grind, like bones, like coffee. I need some iced coffee, but I need these 15 minutes to relieve myself or inhale a late afternoon lunch, and I've chosen the latter. An addiction to acquiring pretty things, things of beauty, things of style, things that could adorn me in self-validation. But here we all wear shades of red, light and dark, striped or plaid, plain or patterned. Aesthetic is no more. What do I wake up for now, if not for the heartbeat, which has become heartache? Once a balm became a beast, a dark and rich soil littered with the carcass of what used to be tender meat. So rare, almost sweet, now rotten in mulch. Buried you like a body laid to rest, a coffin with trinkets, earrings, Polaroids, tickets, memories of a happy life. I meant life, but yes, that too. I buried a part of myself along with these pretty things of the past, bygone, and now I ask myself, why has my mind gone backward? I do not need to dig deeper into the ground because I did not grow. I wilted. These were not roots. It was a deforestation. I see you in my mind's eyes so clear, smiling always in my mind's eye, lost in those few and far between respites between your teeth.
Come on, I think it's Lower Manhattan. It's
Isn't the expression saved by the skin of my teeth?
Kat, you're muted right now.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Just run it back a little bit.
Okay. For me, I was drugged by the sound of your laugh. I was high off the perfume on your skin, obsessed with how the light from the television in a dark room looked on your face as you smiled below me. You were my 100% pure Coca-Cola kiss, and it drove me mad. But you know what that means. High highs, low lows. Then there's the crash. It was slow, like a gentle falling snow. White to match you, the pill on the pedestal. What more can I say but white flags everywhere? White waves crashing and tearing apart the ship and the wooden boards that we promised we would fashion into our home. Our future is the wreckage. And of course came the stop. The moment where everything just seems to dissipate, dissolve, disintegrate. There it goes in smoke. Poof, gone with the wind, amongst the birds, into the atmosphere, particles in the universe. And if you think you can be still, you're a fool, because what comes next is the waiting, filled with fidgeting, shifting, shuffling, sighing, the complete and utter impatience you have for every second that passes because you want to see where they are, who they're with, what they're doing. You forgot someone this whole time. You forgot the most important person in the world to you, who became back burner fodder, last place, forgettable face. Dummy, you forgot yourself. You stumble at first, wanting to return to that hopeless addiction, but you know it's not good for you, for either of you. They know too. You put away the photographs and tickets with the earrings you took off. You throw them in a red bag and tie it off. You leave them in a drawer in a corner. You begin. You wake up earlier. You do your chores. You spend more time with your family. You talk to your friends more. You focus on your goals. When you pulled the death card, it was the death of something that you needed to let go. Loosen your grip. This isn't the death of love. It's the rebirth of you. Thank you.
Oh man, I love that. That was great. I want to like read that in a book and like just thank you so much for coming back and blessing us with your work. All right, who do we have next?
Coming up next, we have Brianna Knight. Welcome to Palabreando, Brianna. Appreciate it.
It's crazy because I was at one of these like earlier in the year or even in 2020 when everything was like just.
Hello, we're back. We apologize for that glitch. Something happened with our Zoom and the meeting cut out, but we are back and we are looking forward to the other poets that will present, including our special guest for this evening. So everyone, I'm going to turn it back over to our hosts, Lyrical Bliss and Bocafloja, and thank you all for hanging in there with us.
Yes, again, I'm so sorry that happened. Sorry to Brianna, I'm so sorry you got interrupted. If you would please be kind enough to grace us and run it back, we would love to hear what you have to say, your work.
Well, if anything, it told me to be concise. Hey, y'all, it's Bree. Was here like 2020 and got introduced. So glad that everybody's going on strong. I'm a poet, I'm a singer, songwriter. So obviously the songwriting, poetry connects and all of that. I've been writing a couple of things. I felt like, I don't know, I've had this mood of just feeling tired. So I wrote something about it. Can you hear that?
Yes.
Okay. Said I'm so tired, so tired, so tired. Feel like the gas tank is running on E. I know I'm chasing all of my dreams, but what can I give when I'm feeling empty? Said I'm so tired, so tired, so tired. Feel like the gas tank is running on E. I know I'm chasing all of my dreams, but what can I give when I'm feeling empty? I know I wake up and get up and make up all of the things I should be. Know my friends is waiting on me, or is that my anxiety? Yeah, I feel like the world is spinning, getting so dizzy trying to keep up. Feels like I'm losing my mind, my time, my patience, trying to give a fuck. Said I'm so tired, so tired, so tired. Feel like the gas tank is running on me. I know I'm chasing all of my dreams, but what can I give when I'm feeling empty? Said I'm so tired, so tired. Feel like the gas tank is running on me. I know I'm chasing all of my dreams, but what can I give when I'm feeling empty? Late nights I'm writing all by myself, thinking of the ways I can get out of hell. Instead of asking for help, I try to save myself. Maybe this is how I can do it alone, waiting for peace to come in my home. But when you're building this house brick by brick, you could be so cold even in your bed. Said I'm so tired, so tired, so tired. Feel like the gas tank is running on me. I know I'm chasing all of my dreams, but what can I give when I said I'm so tired, so tired, so tired. Feel like the gas tank is running on me. I know I'm chasing all of my dreams, but what can I give when I'm feeling empty? Oh. So tired to go to sleep, go to sleep. I'm so tired to let it weep, let it weep. I'm so tired to let it be, let it be. Yeah. I'm so tired to go to sleep, go to sleep. You're so tired to let it weep, let it weep. You're so tired, you're so tired, so tired. So you gotta go through it to go through it. Gotta go through it to go through it. You gotta get yeah. Hey, if somebody out there is tired, you go to sleep, you gotta rest and trust the process. yeah, I'm so tired.
Oh, you're so talented. That was dope.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so for anybody who's been feeling like, oh my God, I can't do this. Listen, you about to make it through 2021. Like you made it through 2020, and now it's about to be 2021, and it's another year underneath the belt. So I feel you. Like you got this. That's my encouragement for everybody here. I'm tired with you, but just go to sleep, rest, and trust the process. Yeah, social media. You can follow me. I'll put it in the chat at Poet Dreaming. Yeah, I post like covers on there. I also have a gig on the 28th in Brooklyn at the Knitting Factory. So if you like what you heard, you could definitely stop by. Tickets is like $10. Again, I'll drop my @ for Instagram. Also have a Twitter and everything. And I have more encouraging words and all of that. So yeah, thank you for holding this space for so long. It feels really welcoming. I continue like some virtual just because it's so open to our friends with disabilities and our whole family that's extended everywhere. But again, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Like Lynn said, we needed that because I'm tired. So up next we have our featured artist of the night. I'm super excited to have her come on this platform once again and share her words. So I was gonna say give it up like for as if we're in person, but yes, welcome Goddess Tymani Rain to the Zoom stage.
Wow. So first of all, thank you for having me here, y'all. I really appreciate it. I know I've been kind of like in and out of the realm and whatnot, and to actually be able to grace the stage as a feature and for this to be like the last one of the year, I'm so blessed and I'm so honored. So I thank you guys for that. Bliss, Bocafloja, and Lynn, like you guys are all so amazing. I love that you guys put this on for us and give us this platform.
Happy to have you.
Bree, that was fire. Bree, I hope that is on a platform somewhere, and if it's not, I hope it is on it will be on a platform sometime soon. That was amazing. And just thank you to all the other artists that graced the stage before me. Like y'all gave me some energy, some motivation. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself. My name is Goddess Tymani Rain. I also go by Nala. If you like my stuff, you can follow me, Nala_143 on Instagram. I am currently happy to say that I am the 17th ranked international poet since I had been in the Stonewall International Poetry Slam. And so that was an amazing accomplishment, being able to travel and do all of these things and speak my piece. I mainly involve my work around mental health work and revolutionary work and just anything that kind of seems like is not a big enough topic. So I just want to warn you guys, you might hear a few mental health pieces, but I'm gonna start off with this piece called God Struggles. If you're struggling to see God today, I advise you to pray and breathe. Feel your heartbeat's tempo, rhythm in your bones, photosynthesis in your melanin, feet grounded by the gravity your hair defies. Your existence is supernatural. Be grateful you exist. Made it past 19. Before 19, COVID or Glock, doctor or cop, we're labeled virus. They shoot to kill, so in the event you meet God tomorrow, do a good deed. Revelations 2:5 says, remember when thou art fallen, repent, do the first work or I'll remove thy candlestick, so reflect and forgive. Be your worst critic and embrace your body in a holy matrimony. You are light. When 7-day darkness leaves you weak, celebrate. You ate, you left bed, you opened your eyes, you were made in the image. So if you're struggling to see God today, just look in the mirror. that's a little short piece that I like to start off with. It kind of balances the energy, and it reminds us all, like, you know, a lot of times we struggle. A lot of times we forget that. It's a lot of times we feel like our prayers are unheard. We feel like there's so much going on in the world that we cannot control. And then remember that we are the main characters of our own story. We are the God of our lives, despite the God that we serve. So we have to remember to feed our bodies the same way that, you know, we try to feed the mind, or we feed everything. You just gotta feed yourself, because how are you gonna be great for the world if you're not great for yourself? So if you're struggling to see God, just look in the mirror. I have a couple of pieces. I wasn't sure what order I was gonna go in. I always go to features a little unprepared because I like to feel out the vibe and see what you guys are into. So I'm gonna do this other piece. This next piece is called Flawless. Also, a brief trigger warning. A lot of my poems do include some reference to domestic violence or anything about mental health, like I said prior. So if you hear any of that, just, you know, feel free to like black your ears out or something, because I'm really big on mental health matters. So I always get asked how my face is so clear. My melanin radiates warm undertones of sun rays. I'm all natural with a little ass to match. You see, every room I enter, I'm the center of attention because I'm pretty messed up, pretty sick of looking in the mirror, watching my weight fluctuate with the switch of my hips. I hate being skinny. My bones show how easily I snap. Misery loves company even when I don't. My personality is a big fake smile. Teeth stained from blunts that taught me to suppress my emotions at 15. I wanted to feel exotic inside and out, less like light-skinned privilege, mixed opportunity, surviving life with my appearance. You know, my freckles deem me innocent. But no one notices that each dot is a bullet point to my insecurities. At 18, I rarely showed skin. My face is the only part of my body that's unblemished. I have legs of a goddess that were parted too many times without the blessing of their creator. Turned my temple tomb. All the demons projected into me couldn't exercise their screams if they wanted to. My tongue became blades. I became a masochist. My wrists bled once a month. I called it menstrual. Called myself mental, never patient, more like monster. Scratched self-made scars between my stretch marks because tiger stripes made me feel less domesticated, and the only foundation I have is this Fenty war paint I apply daily as I fight for my identity. My job gentrifies my existence. Dress code, full coverage. Cover up, girl, come colored correct. No matter how I try to conceal my truth, this bitch needs some rest, and it's all over my expression. Today, a stranger called me aggressive, but I've accepted my bitter attitude because every room I enter, I'm the center of attention. Objectified, perverse men unravel my dress with naked eyes, and maybe it's my fault. I shouldn't have worn it, but I just wanted to feel damn good for once. And when I walk away, they'll watch me. They'll say, smile, baby. Why are you so angry? But they don't ask the man who just broke my heart. Not the jobs, denying my applications. You know, I have all the qualifications, not my bills, not my nightmares, not the babies I'll never meet, not my son I feel I'm failing, not PTSD's overprotection. You know, I check daily to see if he's been molested, not the triggers causing anxiety attacks, or simply the double targets for being a woman and Black, feeling like she'll crack whenever she's asked, how is your face so clear? It's because I just make my pain invisible. Wow. So that piece is called Flawless. We all got flaws, we just hide them well. I am going to give you guys like a piece of I'm gonna let you guys hear something that I'm working on. I've been working on it for like a good 6 months now. But I'm working on it, and it's something that I've been struggling to write because of the controversy surrounding her name, but Sha'Carri Richardson, when she first came out, and the story and everything that had happened with her due to her, like, you know, having the drug test and having to leave the Olympics, and just everything that's happened with her, despite the controversy around some things that people might not like or whatever, I was inspired by the way that they're constantly trying to deflate us as melanated people in this world that we live in. So this piece is called, sorry, I actually kind of have to find it. I actually don't have a name for this piece. This piece is untitled, but let's see if I could find it. I don't know what just happened to it. Bear with me, y'all. How are you guys doing? I hope you like my poems. I hope you're having a great day.
Oh, you know we do. Oh, it's amazing.
All right. There we go. So thank you guys for bearing with me. And this next piece is untitled, but like I said, I'm working on it. So bear with me. I wanted to share it with you guys. So I always wondered what it's like to be an Olympian, to make career out of survival. When your first instinct in danger becomes your purpose, when fight isn't always an option, do you pray your feet grow wings? At what age do you learn to fly? Every girl seems to learn too young. Like Run Girl, you're late for class. Passing predators outside school bus doors, you know, the sex offenders list is just a sidewalk of people masked as mama's friends, and I pray the only time little Black girls get caught fast is on a track, that they stay on track. How do you be both contestant and trophy? Constantly searching for self, only allowed to smoke the competition as the system rewards you as stereotype, as sexualized, a face pretty enough for crucifixion. I wonder what it's like to make career out of survival. Do the audience's cheers and whistles cause PTSD? Post-traumatic slavery disorder, maybe. There's a reason she chose sprint over relay. It's over quick. You don't have to trust someone else's hand. She's less likely to step on mama, turning in her grave, watching innate abilities become America's propaganda, running like cable, like lights at granny's on the nights mommy couldn't catch payments. Eventually, those legs will make enough bills to cover theirs. A career to be a beast. Maybe that's why this world wants to euthanize you. And all of the most disrespected people in America, Black women, send a senseless to keep us on the red line in the plantation. But you run like Tubman, freeing village, feet unchained, crossing ghetto's border, escaping the hood, but never its shadow. You know, we start at the pistol, yet never make it out of range. Life isn't a game, it's a race. We keep souls off of pavement enough to leave a legacy instead of traces, to never be defined by a chalk line, but the many, we make it past first, and to know that no matter how they try to meddle your decisions, they can never take away your gold.
Ooh.
So I know I had like 15 to 20 minutes up here, so I gotta see how many poems I got left. How many?
Oh, you were asking?
Yeah, I'm asking.
Oh, no, you could just.
I'm good. Okay, cool. So this is a piece that's actually one of my most popular pieces. And I changed it. I changed it a lot, but it was because when I originally wrote it, it was a little bit dated. So for those of you who know the piece, it's share the video. If you don't know the piece and it's your first time hearing it, I hope you enjoy this new edited version. And I hope all of people that already know this piece will enjoy my edited version of it. So I always knew growing up I'd be an entertainer, a poet, a dancer, an actress. But at age 13, it occurred to me that pigmented people don't make it to the end of the movie. They're the first to call the plot twist caught up in crossfire, climax, but unless you're TT, Cleo, Kane, or Ricky, that tragedy has no meaning. The irony. We act the same in society. We're desensitized to being systematic targets, yet scream at skies when our own hands control the bullets. Now immortalized on a t-shirt and candle lightings around phone poles is our new funeral service. Ain't no church in murder. So tell me, how great is our God allowing his greatest creations to die cold on pavement? I've seen this film one, two, many times, but I always wanted to be an actress. So when I get casted in the next casket, make sure you share the video. That B-movie quality might have enough evidence to help disregard my domestic violence charge, my mental health records, that one time I called the suicide hotline. Just share the video, because the media won't show that I'm no coward. I panicked. I went frantic as I tried to breathe, felt my vertebrae snap when I screamed, "Where's my mother?" Show her the video. She'll gather memories before press points trigger fingers saying I ran the street. She'll tell them I wrote every day. Whenever angry alliterations cured my writer's block, she was my inspiration. I sang so loud she hid my Alicia Keys CDs. She never realized how many times she needs to remind them of my name. She'll say that I danced under the ceiling fan, how she watched the wind in my movements take me to another dimension, and she won't forget to mention that I acted like my smiles were easy to wear, like eyes didn't flood with raging fear, imagining the blood of white supremacy on my hands. She'll say that they were intimidated, how my mentality blends ex-Shakur and sojourner, because the truth will set me free. I was a healer, disguised as a gypsy. But they saw a witch, afraid of my Black girl magic. In 1693, I'd be buried at a stake, but it's 21st century and I was lynched because nothing's changed. It was, if I die young, just know it was by someone else's hand, gun, a sacrifice for my father, my brother, ex-lovers, or son. Make me a movement. I want to rest in reparations, not peace. Throw me a twerk party for 40 days. 40 nights, get more than 40 acres and a mule. It's only right. I write my eulogy in case I don't have a case without a camera, or become one of the many other faces unknown. If my death is a dishonor to my life, I would want you to share the video, control the narrative, because the only difference between suicide and martyrdom is press coverage. These pieces be harder and harder to get out every time. So that piece was called Share the Video. That piece was actually inspired by a conversation that I had back in 2020 after the Ahmaud Arbery situation that happened. The original piece actually references certain lives that were lost to police brutality or just any tragic event of, racial terrorism. But when I wrote that piece, it was designed to be directed towards those significant events. And it came from a disagreement that I had with somebody saying like, oh, we need to stop sharing this pain. We need to stop traumatizing ourselves. And the way that I looked at it is, it's always best to do something before you pick up a camera and record. However, if you weren't there to help it and there is a video, share that video, because like the Ahmaud Arbery situation, we would not have known that happened to that boy if there wasn't a video for it. So that's kind of where the inspiration for that piece came. And I felt like, I had to do something where it wasn't so dated and make it to where it goes on, because unfortunately we still have these things happening. We still have all of these we just still have all of these issues happening in the world. We have all of these, like, whether it be police brutality, whether it be within our home, like within our hoods, within our ghettos, it's still happening. So we need to make awareness of it and we need to try to figure out a solution. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into my last two pieces. This piece is called trauma poems. I get anxious at open mics. With all I've written, I've never learned to read a room. I watch my list shorten as my diaphragm cohabitates with butterflies in my solar plexus. I contemplate if I'm important enough to change this scene of pseudo smiles. As I hear my name, I bite my tongue like a bullet before firing off trigger warning. All my poems include domestic violence, mental health issues, self-mutilation, various forms of abuse, and after losing half of the audience, I'm left making eye contact with faces as uncomfortable as these conversations. No one wants to pay $5 for date night therapy or put on makeup and heels to hear how ugly I feel. My secrets aren't welcome crawling out the same closet they want my identity to hide. Next to my spine, I be sleep paralysis, marrying the monsters climbing up bedside engulfing limbs as I fail to lift from mattress. You don't hear the screams. You can't imagine the countless demons trapped inside dream journals I don't open anymore. I be graveyard with imposter syndrome. It's hard to keep the dead inside when you mistake them for seeds. I was meant to be a rose garden, but whenever I try to grow, someone wants to cut my thorns, open wounds. I want to heal, but I just keep missing the point. And I can't tell you how many times I've slammed my head against post-traumatic stress, memorizing the metaphors for all three rapists, reciting memories as raw as the chafing of my thighs, feeling unprotected, hoping to have a plan B if this isn't concise enough to be digestible. I don't want to get disqualified for props. When judges see black and blue shadow under my left eye, I forgot to wear makeup. Excuse the cigarette burns on my leg. My boyfriend refuses to buy an ashtray, and I thought I wouldn't make it here. So add the tallies on my wrists to my final score. May these rounds be as rapid as the lead piercing my people's skin. You know, it's less traumatic when we're desensitized to Black bodies dropping enough for every poet to pick a simile in order to please a mass. It's not the first year we've seen a mask every time we look in the mirror. Writers don't dive deep to share their discography. A stage is not a safe haven if vulnerability has no voice. And we'll never know suicidal prompt goes from persona to so that piece was kind of written because of thank you guys. That piece was kind of written off of my own personal experience being at an open mic and just noticing that everybody's poems were just these super happy or in love or even erotic, and I'm just I don't have any of this. And I went on stage and I spit this really sad piece and moved the mood, and it was just so uncomfortable and awkward, and that's where that piece kind of was inspired from, because luckily we have forms of poetry, but not every space gives you that comfort to express from where you need to. And oftentimes as writers, I'm sure you can all agree, we feel the need to change ourselves for the audience, and that should never be the case. It's the audience is here for us, the audience is here to experience us, so we have to give them our full truth. So this last piece I'm going to do is my most recent piece. And this piece was written as a healing poem for my mother and I. My mother and I have had a rocky relationship my whole life. And it took a lot of reflection, a lot of conversation, and a lot of discipline to get to where we are now. And we're still not in the best place. However, it's something where, every relationship has its faults, and every relationship is something that you need to work on in order to maintain, whether it be a relationship of love, a relationship with a friend, or a relationship with your family. And if you want to keep that relationship, you have to put the effort in. You have to reflect. You have to know, when it's time to take accountability and when it's time to place blame. So This piece kind of embodies all of that from what me and my mother went through. And it's called Speed Dial. When I was a kid, my mother told me to press on my belly button to call her. A child first gains independence when you snip the umbilical cord to my phantom attachments would speed dial her womb. Intuition rang and she was by my side in a flash. She's my superhero. I remember in the 6th grade getting sent to the principal's office. I felt the bruise in my solar plexus when the VP told my mom that I have ADD. And my mother replied, Miss Giacovini, just add my daughter to a class where she's not the sole A out of D's. And she gave me that look like she's not one of my little friends, but the best one I'll ever have. And then I hit puberty. I never knew of the birds and the bees. I was a flower. Watching my mother grow tired of Black love, Black eyes and diaries of a mad Black woman she never recasted a co-star. So at 17, I became her sequel. I never slept with the enemy, just a pedophile. My boyfriend was 23. And after an argument about my virginity, I moved out because I never told her that it moved out long before I knew it existed. How my temple turned trap house, my calls became voicemail. I hung up my innocence before she could answer. I turned into my mother. My mother was a poet. She always envisioned I'd be one too, fed me the limelight, but couldn't sugarcoat its bitter taste. And now I turn lemons into trauma poems, and she's my scapegoat. Because how could she farm a talent within me and criticize my amateur mistakes? I know she raised me better. I just wish she knew it too. I wish she knew that I felt powerless, that I couldn't pick up to press on when depression weighed down my hands. I never asked what life meant, if mine was even important. See, when my mother and I lost dialogue, I told her she should have aborted me. She thought it out, but she never finished the job. And she should have aborted me because I wanted to kill myself, but I couldn't finish the job. And at 18, my idea of security was gentrified, became house nigga, thinking a colonizer would honor a motherland he wants to conquer, planting the seed to abandon the field. I got pregnant. My son became a landline, server of a higher purpose, a message that my mom delivered. But our relationship severed again at the snip of his independence. And now I struggle with his independence. He gets time out when he defies me, reminds me that I'll never be a perfect mother, yet never took mine off that pedestal. I realize my mom has felt betrayal, putting herself in debt for our phone bill, losing service. Every minute I forgot to pay attention, pay respect, saw the overdraft fees sent me to collect my reflections, and I'm thankful that I gave life, how my landline signaled me home. And I pray that I stay water buried, connected, in a state close to womb. Mommy, I just want to be a kid again. Mommy, can you just put me back on speed dial? And that's that piece called Speed Dial.
Yes, poet.
So, like, thank you. Like, I'm such a little awkward person, but like, I just appreciate this platform so much. I appreciate you guys, giving me the voice, giving me the stage, being able to hear all of the other amazing poets again. Like Bliss, we met through this online crowd throughout quarantine, and to see how far we've come as associates, as artists, just like as colleagues, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm blessed to be in this space with you always. So thank you so much, like especially for always giving me space and giving me an opportunity, whether it be to vent, whether it be to share a poem, whether it be to be on a stage. Like, I appreciate you so much.
Of course. Thank you so much. Thank you for your vulnerability, for just your heart, your work. You're so talented. Because, she said she's 17 ranked in the what?
17th ranked international poet.
Yeah, I heard that.
So,
yeah, I heard that. I just had to repeat it because I had to let them know. You know what I'm saying? This is what we have.
It's exciting.
Just graced us.
Next year, I'm trying to be number 1, you know?
Yeah.
But 17 ain't bad.
That is great. Thank you so much for blessing us, for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Bocafloja. Thank you,
so
Lynn.
much.
Like, thank y'all.
Powerful. Thank you so much for coming.
Always.
Oh, so what's next? Let everyone know what's going on, where they can follow you.
See, my bad. I'm all ready to get back into the action. I'm like, where's the other poets? Let's hear it. All right, so actually tomorrow, I don't know if there's anybody here or anybody watching that is in the New Jersey area, but in Newark, New Jersey at Cry Out Cave, I will be featuring there tomorrow night. So that's gonna be awesome. I am not only a poet, but I'm also a host of an open mic that I do out in Connecticut. I'm from Waterbury, Connecticut, but you know, out in Bridgeport, Connecticut, we have this open mic called Poets Realm. So, you know, it's a in-person open mic, and if you guys ever find your way out there, please come through. You can follow me at Nala_143. That's Nala, like the Lion King, like Nala and Simba, _143, like the old school I love you or Music Soul Child or whatever you want to, you know. On Facebook, it's Goddess Tymani Rain, like you see on my little right there, yeah, that. You could find me on Facebook as well. I don't advise you following me on Twitter. I am not an artist on Twitter. And I'm just so grateful for y'all, yo. Like, and I follow back. So if you follow me, just know that the love will be reciprocated. And just check out my page if you want to find out some more stuff about me.
Thank you so much again. Let's see. We have a few more open micers ready to bless the stage, the virtual stage. Who do we have next?
Coming up next, we have Sean the Poet. Sean the Poet, welcome to Palabreando. Sean the Poet, you here?
Shan, is you there?
Shan. Here.
Is here. Where are you?
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here. Such an amazing night of poetry. Oh my gosh. Nala. Woo! I'm going to be all up in your page. I loved all the poets here tonight. Just really, really, really beautiful poetry. I'm so glad that I came back. So I got a piece for you guys. This piece is called Box of Her. Memories like the corners of my mind, misty water colored memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind, smiles we gave to one another, for the way we were. She lives high upon the hill, a distant memory, locked in a box of her with no windows and no doors. Still pictures litter the floor with timeless memories, forever timeless now. And drawers of sparkling jewels lie waiting to be worn like a silent auction. Except all of the bidders are gone. And every whatnot finds its way into a secret hiding place, and time stands still. She looks at me, not like she's seen me before, trying to remember all that she was and who am I? What did I come here for? And now it's December again, and I watch her silently scanning through every memory that remains until she asks once more, darling, what is your name? Like a musical refrain, I am your daughter, Shonda, I managed to say. Now just a shell of herself and only pieces of her left most days. She struggles to peek outside of the box every now and again. Maybe today will be the day. Her eyes burn bright like vibrant flames dancing in the night. Her beauty defied all logic as she drank from the fountain of life. And her laugh lingered in the air like the smell of her best perfume. And she took my hand in hers, threw her head back, and we danced to the music, to the tune, twirling like a ballerina inside the music box. Then, without a proper introduction, there the two shall meet without even knowing why. Memories, may be beautiful, or it's too painful to remember. We simply choose to forget. So is the laughter. We will remember whenever we remember the way we were. Like a solar eclipse that shines like a rare diamond, then the darkness does fall upon the box of her once more. Boom.
Come on, poet. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much.
I appreciate the platform. Thank you so much. I am Chandri Poet, and I hope to see you again next year.
Of course, yes. Please tell us where we can find you at. And I know you also host, so if you want to tell us about that.
I am your Thursday host for the Grapevine's Way Therapeutic Thursdays, coming over on Thursday, 10 p.m. I also have a book coming out called Be Naked. That's going to be coming to you real soon. So be on the lookout for that. You can find me on IG or any platform as Shandi Poet. And I hope to see you guys real soon.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, you're just blessing me tonight. Like, these words. So up next, we have Azia Monet come to the virtual stage.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, beautiful. Hi, queen. Hi, everybody.
Hi. I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. It's good to see you.
Facts. It's been forever. You look so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. So leave.
Yo, the feature.
Yeah. You already know.
That is Tymani Rain, y'all. Yes. Ooh. Okay. New poem 2. When my sheets talk to me, I miss you. You've been away for too long. I don't know where you've been because I don't travel. Sometimes I watch you walk out the door with a thicker version of me and think, damn, look at how they comfort her. I wish it was me taking trips over the globe with you. Instead, you hide me from the world. I'm left talking to these walls like bricks could build a happy home. You are my happy home. Deconstruct my fear so I won't feel abandoned anymore. You made insomnia your mistress. Don't I deserve attention too? Take me back to those long nights you caressed my spirit like my satin absorbed your Satan. When nightmares didn't give your heart panic in the middle of the night. Let me soothe your screams. What I would give to awaken your smile just for one day. Turn one into the rest of our lives. Sometimes I eavesdrop on your conversations in the living room. How you self-sabotage and forget the greatness within you. I wait for you to come back to me. When you're tucked into me and sound asleep, I whisper affirmations to your heart. Override the overthinking your brain controls. Tell you you're whole. When you lean, I'll be here to hold. You hold light. That Genesis 1:3. And God saw the light, and it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. I see you. Not your trauma or mental illness that follows. You are the unicorn uniquely molded, moth molted from scarred skin. You are a transformation, a walking celebration. Honestly, I don't know where our story ends, friend. On those days you feel alone inside, grab onto these sheets and I'll whisper, I love you. poem. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. That was so nice.
Thank you so much. And beautiful job to everyone that has performed tonight. Shout out to the hosts. Okay. Yes, the feature, everything like that. Yes. So my name is Azia Monet. That's AZIAMONAE on all platforms. I just aim to empower, inspire, and most importantly, to be your authentic selves, live in that and love that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Ooh, where can we find you at?
Oh, Twitter, the Azia Monet. Oh wait. Do you mean like social media, or do you mean like in person?
Yeah. I mean, if you want us to follow you in person. Like, let me stop.
Because there's open mics in the DMV areas. I wasn't.
No, shout that out. Yes.
Okay. Anywhere but home. No, I'm kidding. So social media: Facebook, Azia Monet, AZIAMONAE, and Instagram. On Twitter, I am the Azia Monet. Yes.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, we are down to our last two poets of the evening. Who we got?
We have Dim Malik. Welcome to Palabreando, Dim Malik. Bienvenidos. Are you here, Dim Malik?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Welcome back.
What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing much. Good to see you guys too. I miss doing poetry online. It's crazy. Haven't been around in a while. I haven't done any poems in a while, so I'm only reading. So I'm gonna block my face out. But hopefully you guys enjoy. This is called The Fifth Position. In defense of dance, it ain't dance's fault that you can't. It's not soca's fault that you can't whine your hips or TikTok, but want to be all the talk on TikTok, getting vexed with walls when you can barely walk. Ain't that something? It ain't jazz's fault that you can't trot like a fox, that you struggle getting into the swing of things, that you jitterbug like a frightened spider, that your Lindy don't hop, nor can your pop lock, but somehow you managed to on everybody's toes. And Lord knows it'd be hard to face music when you can't clap on beat. But I promise it's not Shakira's fault that your hips keep lying to you. It's not Samba's fault that you can't handle the heat. You think dance should feel bad. The audacity of you. Just because you lack sauce but want to be saucy, should dance feel bad that your salsa is bland because you didn't take time to understand her ingredients? Because you can't lean back because you'd rather bring it round town than Cabbage Patch. You really want to be big mad just because your busted is challenged and your bachata is busted. You a crybaby. And I get it. But it's not dance's fault that it's electric and you move like lightning rod. That you body roll like big truck meets speed bump on back road. You can't blame your cha-cha or blame cha-cha for your cha-cha slide. You ain't slick. I know your type. I've been there before. Like I was a prototype, been bad dancer once. So I know what it's like to blame it on the boogie when you got two left feet. See, you the one who stay pissed off at disco but never want to hustle. Couldn't dance if y'all don't hip hop Harry's pants, so you want to tussle. Curse out Cupid because you can't shuffle mad at dance, are you? Because dance never shown you love, but you lack the definition of the verb. See, to love something is to understand where it comes from, to listen to what it has to offer, to engage without an end goal or an end game. To love something is to let go of pride, is to look for advice, to try even the most trying of times, to take your time until the time comes where that thing might give you the time of day. To love dance is to do it every single day, even when you look stupid. To struggle with a positive attitude, to pray that one day you'll be able to, that you might somehow find the know-how to know how it is to dream. It's to dream that one day you will be a dancer and wake up a teacher and teach to spread love to the entire world. To tattoo 5, 6, 7, and 8 on your calf as a reminder that you will never be late to time when dime comes around and dance is on your mind. See, a frame can be a picture-perfect place for a picture-perfect picture, and dance can be the way to find yourself in it. So in defense of dance, she ain't hard. You just might be too soft and a bit hard-headed. I promise, of all the dance lessons to come, this is the best, because that's what all starts. And if you're on that track of bad dancer, then know that good dancer is where you're headed. Thank you.
Thank you. That was dope. Thank you. So good to see you again as well. Thank you for blessing us.
Thank you. Yeah, I miss you guys. It's really cool seeing everybody. I haven't seen you since like 2016 or something when you were in Hartford for the Trinity Hip Hop Festival. I haven't seen Tymani since like, I don't know, Nala, when did I last see you? Beginning of quarantine? It's so crazy how we're locked down. So it's cool seeing everybody's face and hearing all the poetry. I'm gonna just sit here and be quiet and listen now.
Thank you again. Thank you so much. We are down to our last poets of the evening.
Everybody, how's it going? My name is Reggie. On Instagram, I'm called Sojourner, but you can call me Reggie. So yeah, this is like a piece I wrote like a few months back on my birthday when I was transitioning from my 20s to my 30s. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Good to see everybody. Hope everyone's having a blessed evening though. I know it's a weekday night. Yeah, but good to see everyone. So I'm gonna get started. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock and it's a cold evening by the shore. Sitting on the edge of this concrete jungle, I can't admire this beautiful sunset. Like diamonds, it shines bright in the night sky, emitting yellow rays that ignite my flame, giving me energy to set my frame, set my soul at a temperature that I can maintain. Like a lantern, it gives me hope that I'll never fear the darkness that lies within. But as I watch the sunset, I ask myself, are you afraid of the dark? This sunset from yesterday caused me to mourn the era of my roaring 20s. The tales of my 20s can be likened to a great adventure. I was old enough to explore the world, yet enjoy the innocence and naivety of my ways. Like a rat caught in the maze, I struggled to find my way, struggled to find the treasure that's called happiness, not realizing that it lies within. Hours later, as I close the chapter of my 20s, the sun finally sets, the air gets colder. I have no choice but to accept the darkness that comes with getting older. But as the sun sets, it also rises the next day, emitting energy on a higher wave. This next chapter of my life will come with many sunsets and upsets. But with this new energy wave, I'll be able to deal with things in a healthy way. Because life is cyclical. And whatever comes around will come back around. We'll eventually come back to our old selves a different way. And that's my piece.
Yes, Reggie, thank you so much. And thank you for coming back. Appreciate you for coming through.
No problem. Anytime. So yeah, also, if you guys want to follow me, I'm not on Instagram as much, but I'll drop my Instagram, and also I started a YouTube channel, so I'll drop that too.
Ooh.
If you guys are interested in following that, so that's my YouTube. I'm not on Instagram as much these days, but I'll drop my Instagram too. And thank you guys. It was beautiful connecting with you guys. I know we're all busy, but it's beautiful to just take time and connect on platforms like this, because especially during these seasons, times can get rough. Especially with the seasonal depression and everything going on. So it's just beautiful to have this space to just, vent out and just hear other people's stories, because other people's stories can be inspiring too. So I just want to thank you guys. Thank you, Chris Belly. Thank you, Bocafloja. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Yeah, just thank you guys. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, God bless. You know, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that and being a part of this space. We appreciate you. All right, guys. So I just want to thank everyone for just being amazing and sharing your work. Everyone is super talented. Thank you for joining our last Palabreando of the year. Whoop, whoop, whoops. It's been real. So
Thank you
of
so
the year.
much.
So on behalf of the BMHC and our co-artistic directors, Bobby Sanabria and Elena Martinez, I want to thank everybody who shared their work with us tonight. It is truly inspiring to hear your voices. And a special thanks also to our host, Bocafloja and Lyrical Bliss. And we also want to be sure to send a special thank you to Goddess Tymani Rain and wishing her the best of luck in moving up from 17th to #1 on that poets list. We have a couple of events coming up in December as we wind down this year of programming. So tune into our Facebook page for all of the announcements about those events. We have one more percussion discussion in December, as well as our Melrose Paranda, which takes us through the streets of the Melrose sections of the Bronx, singing and playing drums. So you can check out more information about that on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/bxmusic. We want to thank all of the people out in Facebook land who joined us tonight to hear the work of these wonderful poets. And we look very forward to bringing everyone together again in the new year on this platform. And hopefully, maybe we get to be in person if the, antivirus stuff starts to calm down. So, all right, everybody have a great night.
Thank you so much. Peace, everybody. Much love. Thank you.
Peace. Good night, everyone.
Peace.